What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev back again. First listen, please. And today we got a new track from Jermaine Cole. Jermaine. This track is called Middle Child. Now it came out last night around 9 p.m. J. Cole's been tweeting this all week, talking about he has a new track coming out. Wednesdays is usually my nights where I like to get active. I like to do shit. I like to stay out all night. So I wasn't going to get a night release. I'm sorry. But I am here first thing in the morning. The crack of dawn, 10 o'clock a.m. You know, that's my dawn, 10 a.m. This is actually early for me. I'm actually up right now. But we got a track called Middle Child. Obviously, we know he has the whole Dream Chasers thing going on. You know, having multiple artists and multiple producers on one project. I don't know when Dream Chasers is supposed to come out. I think it's supposed to, I'm hoping it comes out sometime in February. Maybe we might even get it at the end of this month. But for now, we got a J. Cole track to hold us down. 3-minute 50 long track, your standard track. So hopefully we getting something crazy from J. Cole. A lot of y'all saying y'all love it. Actually, most of y'all saying y'all loved it. And, you know, quite a few people are just kind of saying, yeah, I got to listen to it a couple more times. So with that being said, let's just get right into this. Like always, been fucking talking too much. We got J. Cole. Middle Night. Y'all ready? Did I say middle night? I was doing so well when I was middle child. Y'all know what I mean. Child, please.
Checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. The real ones been dying, the fake ones is lit. The game is off balance, I'm back on my shit. The Bentley is dirty, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like.
You know, I got a little Outcast feel to you. You know what I'm saying? Remember Speaker Box? I forget what track that was on Speaker Box, but I got a little Outcast feel to it. Just to start it off right here.
I do not snort powder, I might take a sip. I might hit the blunt, but I'm liable to trip. I ain't popping no pill, but you do as you wish. I'm some fiend like LeBron, get my niggas more chips. Just with the rollie right back on my wrist.
And I felt him right there though. He's saying like, what is first class if my niggas can't sit? I mean, J. Cole, that's the one thing that's amazing about him for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always looking out for his peers, for his homies, you know what I'm saying? For people that's not even the same lane as him, you know, looking out for like earlier in KOD when he was looking out for artists that didn't have no business to be in the same conversation as J. Cole. And yet he's still looking out for like the Lil Pumps and all that and the Lil Yachty's and all that. And he's still trying to look out for his homies because if he's successful and his homie's not successful, then what's the point? I feel that 100%, man.
Cannot coexist, but I never beef with a nigga for nothing. If I smoke a rapper, it's gonna be legit. It won't be for clout, it won't be for fame. It won't be cause my shit ain't selling the same. It won't be to sell you my latest little sneakers. It won't be cause some niggas slid in my lane. Everything grow, erase the pain. To the OGs, I'm thinking you now. Was watching you when you was paving the ground. I copied your
I feel you, Cole. Jermaine Cole. He basically saying the same thing that I've been saying from the get-go. Like, I myself, growing older, I understand this, that yes, you can have all this money, but yes, you need money to survive. But money comes and goes, my guys. It comes and goes, I promise you. At one point, you can have 20 stacks in your hand. 2 weeks later, you have 0. Back to square one. But does the money make you, or do you make the money? You know what I'm saying? That's a real ass statement. And when he was talking about KOD last year and why I had it in my top 5 projects last year is because he was doing basically what all of these rappers or mumble rappers, they don't like to hear the word mumble rappers were doing, and he was doing it in his own way and still being conscious and sounding good. It proves to you that you can still do that sound and still make great music with a message behind it. And that's what he was doing, trying to teach all the people, trying to teach the Lil Pumps. Hey, ask Tekashi 6ix9ine how he feeling right now. Hey, he was on top of the world, had everything. And now everything is just taken away. You about to get slammed in jail. Come on, man. At any moment, it could be taken away from you. You know, stay humble. Man, hey, let me stop before I keep going, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll talk your bitch drawers off. You know what I'm saying?
Set my intentions, I promise to slap all that hate out your voice. Niggas been counting me out, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking the twice. If it ain't about to swear, I don't give a fuck.
Is that auto-tune Cole? Auto-tune Cole? J. Cole think he got some vocals on his ass now? You know that motherfucker think he Whitney out this bitch. That Cole ain't think I got no vocals, nigga.
Young nigga Kodak reminded me of young niggas from Phil. Straight out the project, no faking, just honest. I wish that he had more guidance for real. Too many niggas is
Kodak. I gotta do the Kodak review now. I will get the Kodak review out this weekend because I had the same shit on the tip of my tongue. Pause. I had the same shit on the tip of my tongue. Saying where I kind of grew on Kodak and where I was coming from. And, we from the South. So he from Pompano, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lived in Goose. I lived in South Ridge, you know what I'm saying? I know all about that. Homestead, Florida City, exit 1 week. I know about that. That's where I'm from. Just because, I am now suburbanized. Is that even a word? I don't know. Suburbanized. Don't mean I don't remember where I came from. Like, yeah, I respect Kodak with just that because of the pure rawness of him. You know what I'm saying?
I just poured something in my cup.
What you pour?
I just to let you in, don't make you real.
Okay. Hey, first and foremost, man, y'all know I am biased when it comes to Jermaine Cole Jermaine. All right, look, it is what it is. So if you're trying to watch somebody that's not gonna like J. Cole, you're looking at the wrong person because I'm gonna look at it and find some reason why I like the track. Even the auto-tune, him doing the auto-tune thing and he kind of singing. A lot of y'all were talking about it. I saw one comment, where I was kind of just going down my things. I was looking at the comments and one of y'all said, "Oh, he did auto-tune," but that's y'all voice. He did auto-tune. His auto-tune voice wasn't that bad, but he makes these tracks where it's basically the sound of this year's artists, this year's, last year's, this generation. And I'm not saying this generation, but the last 3 years of hip hop. He's making the same music that they're making, but still having a message behind it, still being technical, still being able to do what he does as a rapper. And I just don't understand, like, this is the formula. Why can't other artists do this? Now, there was a couple lines I want to get at, especially the Kodak line, where he just reminds him of, some kids that live where he was from. I think Fayetteville, North Carolina. I don't really know what North Carolina like. I don't know how it is up there. I know y'all part of the South. But me being from, Miami and whatnot, I already said where I'm from, Homestead, Goose, Cutler Ridge, all that, South Ridge, South Miami Heights, all over there, all right? I'm from all over that side. I just feel like Kodak, when he's rapping, and kind of when I was listening to Painting Pictures, and I was going to start a new series with Painting Pictures, being the first albums I slept on. But, just having that pure rawness, and there's nothing really wrong what Kodak's doing. A lot of y'all may not like him when he's slurring and whatnot. Even myself, I am guilty of it, not liking him when he slurs. But there is something about Kodak's realness that attracts so many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Kodak is rapping, it's everything he's saying is some legit shit. So you laugh at some artists like, yeah, he about to pull out the Draco and start busting niggas like, big soldier. But he started to pull out the Draco and busting. If Kodak's saying he pulling out the Draco and he busting, it is probably 99.9% believable that he's pulling out the Draco and he's busting niggas. I mean, it is what it is. So I think that when Kodak starts rapping, he has full credibility in his raps. And a lot, like I said, a lot of the stuff that he spoke on, I've been through a lot of that shit. So I understand a lot of the things he's speaking on. I understand a lot of slang he uses being from down south, which a lot of like the other reviewers don't really understand or don't really get, which is not a bad thing. What I'm saying? We're not all from that environment. So that's why I've grown to like Kodak. And I think that J. Cole is starting to see with these newer artists, he's starting to see something in them, just trying to be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said it before in 21 Savage when I did my top album reviews. In 21 Savage when he did the feature with him. And remember how I told you that 21 Savage has changed from coming in the game from the beginning all the way to now. He has changed. He's a totally new person. Doing stuff for the community, doing stuff for the kids. You know what I'm saying? His music, he took a year off. And having this album, Greater Than I Was, I thought that was fire. I thought the album was pretty fire for 21 Savage standards. And then just having J. Cole on the feature, it just shows you where J. Cole is in his life right now. I also appreciate the fact that he really does not give a damn about what anybody thinks. A lot of people think that J. Cole is trash. J. Cole is the LeBron James of rap, point blank, period. He can do all of these great things, but nobody will give him any credit. They will only highlight the negative. In his career, J. Cole has been a lullaby rapper. He's been very boring. His production sucks. Who wants to listen to somebody just tell stories? No energy, no hype. That was always J. Cole's problem, but no one ever talked about the stories J. Cole told. No one ever talked about the positivity. No one ever talked about the bars J. Cole always had. It's just funny. I can go on and on about J. Cole, and I haven't even talked about the track yet, but it's okay, because if you don't like J. Cole and you don't like me, then you can press that X button in the top right corner. I just don't understand, because we're going to keep going. The J. Cole rant will continue. I just appreciate it, man. He said another thing. Why can't two legends exist at the same time? I agree with that. Everybody wants to always compare. At least people are comparing. Oh, J. Cole couldn't touch Kendrick. J. Cole couldn't touch Kendrick. J. Cole didn't make a better album than Kendrick. Shit. In all honesty, they keep comparing him to Kendrick. You know why? Because J. Cole is the only artist that's really comparable to Kendrick. At this point right now, in this generation, it's J. Cole, Kendrick. No matter how you look at it, some people are going to say J. Cole, Kendrick. Some people are going to say Kendrick, J. Cole. It's fine. Whichever way you look at it, it is perfectly fine. It's your opinion, and it's not bad either or which way you go. I like J. Cole, how he's doing this right here. Being very modern, but at the same time, sticking to what he does and sticking to how he raps. You know what I'm saying? He's just moving with the times. He's showing he's adapting. He's evolving. And just him trying to still look out for, the younger generation, with the line saying in there with the whole money thing, and money comes and goes. I tell y'all that right now. I'll be trying to preach to y'all as well. Money comes and goes. I may not be the person to talk to because I do gamble a lot. It is my Asian side where I gamble a lot. I just hit a stack on the Rams. But there have been times where I've lost a stack, all right? I am not saying it is good to do that, but it's just what I do because I can do it in my financial comfortability, all right? I don't know if that's a word, but comfortability. When J. Cole, when your old heads and your OGs are trying to give you advice, I say the number one thing I love listening to old people talk because I love knowledge. I love listening. Listening is the number one. It's free. Knowledge is free, man. Every single day you can sit there and you can listen to what someone has to say. And whether it's through their experience, whether you took something from it or not, you have heard that and you can apply it at somewhere in point in your life. Maybe it won't work. You're like, it's just whatever. But one day you're always gonna be like, hey, I remember this one old dude told me about this one story about blah, 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 blah. Shit, maybe if you talk to this girl like blah, 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 then she would talk to you because apparently it worked out for him. You see what I'm saying? Like, knowledge is power, man. All right, like when I always try to tell y'all stuff, most of the time I'm joking around and mostly I have a joking demeanor, but I'm like 95% always serious about what I say because this is what I experienced. I don't want y'all to go through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I may not give the best advice, but I give what I know. The track though, man. Finally, we can get to the track, Middle Child. Damn, that was a lot of talking right there. But the track Middle Child, man, it was an amazing track, man. Somebody told J. Cole that his beats was born. So he told y'all, hey, here's the middle finger. Because I'm going to get somebody, hey, get in the comments below. Let me know who was producing it. Because this was a fire-ass track from start to finish on the production. I do love the auto-tune from J. Cole getting his Whitney on. I do like the message in the track, still sticking with a message, still being kind of conscious, but at the same time, being laid back, having fun with the raps. I'm hoping the whole Dreamville project is like this because we can definitely use a breath of fresh air in hip-hop. I always say this, it is sometimes fun to always have the hype and the Cardis and whatever y'all like to listen to. It's always cool to have that every once in a while, but when you're just like overwhelmed by it for multiple months and then you finally get some conscious shit from a rapper like J. Cole and his peers, I feel like, we about to get something amazing. So we're going to keep it like that. Let me know what was y'all favorite part of the song, y'all favorite line. Let me know what y'all actually got from the track. Let me know if y'all like hype J. Cole or if y'all like storytelling J. Cole. I know a lot of y'all, I have a couple friends that really just say they like hype J. Cole. I like storytelling J. Cole. Truly Yours is my favorite EPs from him, 1, 2, and 3. Did I say 3? 1, 2 is the is my favorite parts of it. 3, I can take it, but it's whatever to me. But 1 and 2 is still like the staples of J. Cole. But let me know if y'all like the storytelling J. Cole. And yeah, man, let me know. Look, KOD was a great album. A lot of y'all really didn't like it, but I hope he makes something this year like he did with Born Sinners. Born Sinners is a very underrated album from J. Cole. A lot of people don't really like that one. I definitely like Born Sinners. I like what he did on that one. I hope he makes another album this year just like that. And I hope this Dreamville project just I hope everybody gets their shine. I know he has a lot of producers on it and a lot of artists that he called up, But I hope everybody just, you know, brings their best, does their best. You know, we get a great project from now. I want something memorable, and hopefully it brings TDE out of retirement, because I feel like we haven't got a lot of TDE artists coming out with music. With that being said, get in the comment box below. Let me know what y'all think about the track. Follow me on my social media. Let me just run here. This is going on the playlist. If you want to follow me on my playlist, donate $1 to the Patreon, and I will accept you on Apple Music. It's just $1 in a dream. J. Cole. Hey, we got it. Jermaine Cole. Jermaine. Till the next time, it's me with that. We out.